had my fair share of crappy jobs. Don't even expect me to remotely look good today. It was literally died. I came home, I died. I slept for like 12 hours. I woke up at 9. I was like, oh, hell no. Forced myself to go back to sleep. Woke up at 12. Still laid in bed because I was like, yo, I need some rejuvenation. Time is now 3:03 and I just got to my desk and just started doing work and I regret nothing. I feel a little bit refreshed. I definitely needed that slumber because, again, 3 days of shooting isn't horrible, but I feel like it was like 13-hour days and 0 to 100, like I explained, was like my body was just like, but now I'm up, I'm doing the thing. I want to take this weekend a little bit easy, but admittedly there are a lot of emails in my inbox that are like, hi, we need answers. Hey there, talk to me. Urgent. I'm just like, cool, Saturday. I just right now I'm going through an email response in order to season 2 key art, which honestly looks kind of fire. I won't show it to you, but I'll give you a little hint. Features this guy right here. I wrote the email and like I mentioned to you before, I'm going through the email now and taking out all my fluff words. Like just if we could, yada yada, and trying to make it a little bit more bold. Always cruffed on my face. I'm eating sunflower seeds, that's why. By the way, sunflower seeds really help you poop. I'm sorry if that sounds old. If you struggle with pooping, sunflower seeds, bomb. I go through emails and then I'm gonna friggin' God knows what else I'm gonna do. I don't really know. The point is I have awoken from the dead, just like, let's do this. Oh, guess who has to poop? It's me. That's right, it's me. Let me make my way over to the washroom over here to be regular AF. Sunflower seeds, y'all, sunflower seeds. Okay, I need to go on a mini first world problems rant with you. I'm having a huge problem. Elsa, calm down. It's winter. I'm having a huge problem with my landscapers, okay? And I'm not trying to talk crap about nobody. Since I moved here March, had these landscapers, and they continuously have been like, yeah, we can get you all the things you want and all the plants. They've killed so many plants, and also my lemon tree, my orange tree, everything I've ever gotten from them dies. And I'm like, aren't you guys supposed to take care of them? And also like, if they can't survive, shouldn't you flag it to me? Remember those rose bushes that I got that I was just so excited about? So expensive, I bought them. They said they would take care of them, and then they started dying, so he's like, oh, maybe you should start watering them every day. I'm like, every day? The soil's like soaking wet. All this to say, look at these brand new rose bushes, brand new, that I just paid for. You will notice, walking to the rose bushes, that there are, oh, look at this. This is the rose bush right here. Yes, it is very windy. I am not denying the fact that it's windy. But if they can't survive, why wouldn't you flag that to me? Because every time I ask, like, should I get these things? Are they gonna be okay? I'm always told yes, yes, yes. And I'm like, are you just bamboozling me? Are you just telling me they're gonna be okay? So I buy them at a very high cost and then they just die. This is my brand new rose bush. Are you ready? This right here. This rose bush is my brand new, this one, look at this one. It's a skeleton. This, because it's all right here on the floor. This one's also dying. This one's gonna die soon. This one's doing the best so far. And this is with everything I get. So please comment below if you know a lot about plants and landscaping. Am I stupid to believe that these rose bushes will not thrive in these little things I have them in? And how much water do they need? These are rose trees, not bushes, actually, correction. But the same thing happened with my rose bushes up there. Gophers were eating them. And I'm like, would you not flag that to me if I'm spending so much money on them? I can't be the first person you're landscaping because they do so many other houses. So I want to ask y'all, I'll have my back if you know anything about this, comment below. It is winter, but all of my neighbors, legit, if you drive down my street, all of my neighbors have rose bushes and rose trees that are thriving. So I'm just like, clearly there's a disconnect. Please let me know. So I had to reference an old A Little Late video. So I went on YouTube and I typed in A Little Late with Lilly Singh, and literally the second search result, you know how they give you like autofilled, was A Little Late with Lilly Singh cringe. And I'm like, no, that's not what I mean. Well, the F was freaking YouTube. Don't say with a smile on my face, but it hurt my feelings. But now I'm brushing it off. Okay, I'm brushing it off. You don't understand how many times I need to find something for myself, and I put into Google, I'm like, Lilly Singh, did you mean Lilly Singh is garbage? And I'm like, no, I didn't. Okay, mom, stop Googling these things. In addition to the roses, now that I'm just asking you for all of my life advice, and I'm like, help me, please, help me. I don't know how to survive. Ow. I don't know how to survive or live. I have another question for you, okay? I'm gonna just straight up admit, I'm not even gonna front. My skin be crusty sometimes, especially in the winter. My skin is hella crusty. I obsessively put on lotion and it makes no difference. I even drink more water, it makes no difference. So I need to ask you, how do I get my elbows to not be crusty? Do you have a product? Do you have a method? I've done coconut oil, I've done lotion. My elbows are they're just crusty. I don't want to front anymore. I want to scream it from the rooftops. My elbows are crusty. Help me, please. Comment below. What do you do? My legs have scales and I'm like, am I a lizard? Am I a Komodo dragon? Why am I Mother Tyrannosaurus Rex? Is that what it's called? Why am I a friggin' desert creature? I have so many scales on my leg. My leg is a giant scale. Step on me to find out how much you weigh. The other day I had to repaint my wall just because I leaned up against it and it sandpapered off. You know at the back of the cereal box how they have the maze and it's like, oh, how get start here, end here. You know, it's all like a swirl. That's what my elbow looks like. Please tell me the pro tips. Okay, I'm sorry I have to go back. I showed you the roses, right? Just a few hours ago. So it's just literally been like 2 hours since then, and look at the progress. What is this rose tree right now that I paid so much money for? What is it? What are you? Are you a skeleton? What's happening here? I don't have skeleton in my closet. I have skeleton right here in my backyard. Garbage. There's my money on the ground. I can't. I'm done. I'm done talking about the roses. I'm done talking about the roses. No matter how much money I have, no one ever likes wasting money. And so when I buy things, I like to treat them very well. I've asked you for a lot of advice this vlog. Now I would like to return the energy, like exchange. Give me a receipt, I give you back. We do a little exchange of energy and advice. Is that Scarborough's poop? Way to ruin the moment. That's okay. I think this is prompted by my experience on season 2 thus far and how night and day it is from season 1. So no one really asked me for this advice. But to be honest, I feel like I wish someone would have told me this, so I want to tell you this in hopes that maybe it helps you. I do every once in a while have people messaging me saying like, oh, my job is so crappy, give me advice about my crappy job, and I can relate because I have had crappy jobs too. And I think everyone, you know, people that don't know me too well assume like, oh, she has her own show, she has YouTube, like she probably like her life is easy. I think there's just generally this association with people who are in the public eye, their life is easy. But bro, I've had my fair share of crappy jobs. Let me go through them. I worked at a fast food restaurant where I got cussed out by customers day and night. I had to work at the closing shift, which was like midnight. People would yell at me in the drive-thru, or even when they were buying burgers, if they weren't like piping hot. People want their food super fast. They also want it really fresh. And I'm like, the mathematics, y equals mx plus b. If you don't want the burger that's already made and you want the fresh burger, that's gonna be 7 minutes, but you want the burger in 3 minutes, so I just can't carry the one if you don't tell me what the value of x is, sir. So I used to get punked all the time. People would yell at me. When I was in that situation, I was like, yo, this job is freaking crappy. I also, as many of you know, worked as not a telemarketer, but a collection agent. Get this, I used to call people, imagine this job. Call you and be like, yes, hello ma'am, I just wanted to let you know that you owe the city money. And 9 times out of 10, that person would be like, you mother... And I'd get cussed out again. Sometimes people would answer the phone when they were like having sex. Oh, I got nervous saying that word. Sometimes people would just like yell at, hang up on me. It was just, and then my boss was also the worst too. So crappy job. I worked in retail stores where like I would finish folding an entire t-shirt rack, very specifically with the t-shirt folding thing and the thing and the thing. And then some kids would come in and just for fun, like F it all up. And I'd be like, okay, I will do again. So I've had a lot of crappy jobs. But what I want to communicate to you is that something in season 2 I've learned and I'm so happy about. I feel like I'm a better leader and I'm a better boss because I know what it feels like to be in different jobs and have different roles and have those experiences. I'll give you some more specific examples. Like on my show, I have previously edited before. I wasn't as good as Taylor. Taylor, don't turn red, eh? I see, are you turning red? This is a fin guy. I know what it feels like to edit. I know what it feels like to write. I know what it feels like to be on camera. I know what it feels like to be a production assistant. I know what it feels like to be a backup dancer, to be an extra. Bollywood movies, thank you. I was a backup dancer. I was an extra. And I just know what it feels like. So I have the empathy for people that have those jobs, and I generally know what that job is like, and it's made me so much of a better leader because every time I'm on set, I can pick up on when someone else doesn't have that experience. Someone will tell Taylor to do something, and I'm like, that's not gonna work because it's gonna be very, very hard for him. That is not enough time for him to do that. This is what should be prioritized. Like, this is what's possible and this is not. Same with writers. Hey, I don't want to put people in a position where they feel pressure to write X, Y, Z in this amount of time. Same with like production assistants. Like I know this person probably woke up the earliest. This person has to do so many tasks. I will empathize with this person. I know what it's like. All this to say, I feel like every job I've ever done, even though it felt very crappy in the moment, editing, pulling all-nighters, teaching myself how to green screen, teaching myself how to green screen. I'll tell you what, this Justin Bieber video I did when I hit like, I think it was 1,000 subscribers, Never Say Never parody. There's a little bit of a green screen moment, which is done very badly. Can we just show it real quick? Took me like 5 hours to learn. Crappy. That felt crappy to spend 5 hours and it still not turned out well. Crappy. It has made me just such a better person. This is my way of saying all those crappy jobs count. I know they feel crappy, but every single one has helped me. Another thing I will say, and this is like, I took a page out of Justin Baldoni's book because Justin Baldoni is Baha'i, and something I learned very quickly from him is that Baha'i people are very service-based. They believe in service onto others, and that's a big part of how they live their life. I love that. So another thing I want to say, and this is not even on some BS tip, is every job is important. I really, really believe that. When I walk onto set, sure I'm on camera, but I truly don't believe my job is greater than anyone else's because we are all pieces to a puzzle. Like I said, I was working at fast food, I was working for retail, I was working for collection agencies. All of those jobs are important. All jobs are service to other people in some way, and no job is greater than the other. So when you do whatever job you do, yes, it might be crappy. Yes, you might not enjoy it. It matters a lot, and I promise it will result in something for you in life. The last thing I will say, and this was a big lesson lesson for me, and I'm gonna call my mother effing L, call my whack self out, and call down my elbows, is I think for a period of time last year, when I was very sad and trying to deal with like a lot of stress, I had this belief idea in my head that my job is so hard. I was like, my job is hard. I got canceled on Twitter. I have to work 13 hours a day. I have so much pressure. I don't have this much energy. And I had this belief that my job is hard, no one understands. And then I had to slap myself across the face. I actually hit myself there. The reason being, I had to like meditate on the fact that, yo, everyone's job is hard. Look at me when I say every single person you meet, their job is hard. Everyone's job has BS. The BS just looks different. You know what I mean? And so I can't sit here and be like, my job is hard and no one understands, because I don't understand why their job might be hard particularly. If someone comes up to me and complains about the fact that their job is hard as a effing landscaper, oh my god, this is coming very full circle. I don't know the struggles of that job. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, this is coming full circle. I still want my roses to be alive, but the point being is that everyone's job is hard, everyone's job has BS, and just know that. Don't ever put yourself in the position where you feel like, I have a horrible job, and if I had this job, it would be different. Sure, the experience might be different, but I can guarantee you every job has BS. I deal with so much BS, and perhaps people think I don't. I remember I've had conversations with some of my friends who've been in the industry for years and years who are super, super, super friggin' famous, and I go up to them and I have the same bias, and I go, you probably don't deal with BS. And they're like, I absolutely do, and I'm like, what? So I just wanted to share that sentiment with you. I think sometimes, especially if you're younger watching this, you have a job and you're like, frig, I'm not where I want to be. Every job matters, and in my personal experience, I would not be who I am, the leader who I am, the empathetic person I am, if I didn't have every single job. So that's all I will say about that. Okay, something amazing just happened. My friend File, who she's a goddamn G. I don't know if you've ever met her on the vlog. She is the creator of ClassPass, motherfucking gangster. She sent me a gift. Are you ready for this? Part one of it was this game I've never heard of, hashtag not an ad, Desi Chart. It's basically the Desi version of Taboo. And she said that I'm in it. My name is in it, and so is hers. And it's like, Taboo's the game where you have to get people to say the word, but they can't say certain words. Like they have things like Pani Puri and Shah Rukh Khan, and I'm like, Chandani Chowk. This is the perfect gift. This is the perfect gift. But then she one-upped herself and sent me an even more perfect gift. She basically sent me a gift certificate to get a room of my choice organized by a professional organizer person. I can't, let me explain. Every time I go to File's house, her house is so organized, and I literally am that like cheap friend who I go and I take pictures of all of her stuff and I try to replicate it. Everything I've done here, this is why I did it. I was like, house looks so good. So I take pictures and I go to IKEA and I'm like, let me try to replicate. She got me a gift certificate from her house organizer, organize any room. I am sweating. I'm sweating. Which room should I do? I think I should do the kitchen. I feel like the kitchen with the drawers and the... Am I old? Maybe. Remember when I said that my chairs don't go with my picture? So these are my chairs. I showed them to you briefly the other day. They're bomb as hell, custom made by one of my friends. But check it out. Before, my temporary chairs were red and they tied together very well with this picture. Now I noticed the blue and the red, it's not really a vibe. So I think the solution is I have to get a new picture here, picture somewhere else. I know this is very intriguing stuff for you, and this is like make or break of your day, so I know it's crucial that I share it for you, so thank you. Ooh, like something like this, look. Shvarya in the blue. The thing is, it's too posy. I don't want like a pose of an actor and actress. I like the candid, and I like that there's a screenshot from my favorite song. If you look at it up close, it is a little pixelated. I like that because I feel like it adds personality. So I don't want like a pose of someone. I want a moment. A moment. This is my moment. I feel like I've done as much work as I can today. I did the crucial emails I had to do. There's a lot of emails I still have. Emails, they never stop. But I just feel like I can't give those emails my full attention, and I feel like there's some emails where they require your whole brain or you cannot respond to them. So I feel like that sounds like a tomorrow type. I usually like to do things my tomorrow self will thank me for, but today, I'm sorry tomorrow self, you will have to suffer. Yo, you wanna see my to-do list that I've made a long time ago? Music. Oh, snap. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking, okay? And yes, in the future, I will show you my workplace organization. But I also know what you're thinking. When the F is voice is coming out, can I just say, pandemic has really thrown a monkey wrench into a lot of my plans, as I'm sure it has with many people. But basically, there's certain video ideas I have that just will not work without other people in the video. And there's lots of them. Voices is one. It's hard to do a shoot that big without lots of people on a set. I also had this idea before the pandemic. I never announced this. I was going to remake one of my favorite BTS music videos because although I don't know every song of theirs and everything about them, I love their dancing, I love their choreography, and I love their music videos. It reminds me of like Missy Elliott-esque when I was growing up with these funky music videos. I was going to remake my favorite one, and Taylor was even 3D designing all the elements to make it, and then the pandemic hit and I was like, oh, so I can't have backup dancer, I can't have anything. There's a handful of videos. This one too, Bollywood raps. So I did the first one, Bollywood songs or rap. I want to do another one. That requires people. There's just so many things where I'm like, oh, I don't want to do these unless I do them right. And so it's just been like, I've been putting up friggin', I don't know. I don't know. I want people. I don't know. Hopefully there's a time that happens soon that I can have people. I don't think that time is soon. I don't think the time is soon where I can have 20 people in my house, to be honest. So we'll continue to wait on those things. And in the meantime, I'll keep putting out YouTube videos that I love, but not as much as I would love these. I want to do music. With that, I'm gonna relax. Can I just I'm just gonna call it what it is. I need to relax. I need to put this away. Today's Saturday. I need to just woo-saw for a second and put you away. I hope you have a great weekend. Relax, rejuvenate, do your thing. I'm going to go put my butt on the couch I don't have, so I will speak to you tomorrow. Love you. Bye.